I will be back and literally on my way to England. I have been dreaming of this trip forever. Yesterday was the most stressful day. Everywhere we look, it's just something pretty. After spending 6 unforgettable days in this northern part of the Cotswolds, it's hard to believe we still get 7 more days to explore. On our way down to our next Airbnb, we got breakfast in Chipping Norton at this cute cafe called Bromley's before heading out to Oxfordshire. We found it so refreshing to see that such an old city preserves so much of its historical character. We toured Christ Church University and saw many of the Harry Potter filming locations, and I think Oxford was probably one of our least favorite parts of this trip solely because it was extremely crowded on foot and very difficult to navigate by car. The rest of the drive was okay, but still kind of stressful. We had a ways to go, and being new to driving on the right side, a quick drive as we were finding felt like a true accomplishment when we arrived safely. We did finally arrive to this Airbnb, and it was even more perfect than we imagined. Okay, we're getting settled in. This host is so sweet. We were greeted by her 2 dogs and her and her husband, and then she was like asking us about the drive and everything, and then she was literally like, do you want me to drive you guys to go get like dinner supplies from the grocery store? And we're like, yeah, that would be great, like to get gluten-free. Not only that, but she already left a bunch of gluten-free and vegan stuff in here for us to eat, which is so nice. This has fine hazelnut chocolate, vegan. Lazy Day Millionaire's shortbread, gluten-free and milk egg free, vegan. These look so good. I'm going to try them right now. Oh my gosh. That tastes like a Twix bar. That tastes just like Twix. She left rhubarb, crisp apples, sparkling water. It's from Crownston. Okay, and then the last thing is she left these no missing out fruit and crunch, plant powered, dairy free, gluten free, nut free, egg free, no palm oil.
Look at the bathroom. Did you own that yet?
Yeah, I did. It's amazing. I'm gonna try this guy, the salted popcorn.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, this is quite nice.
This tastes like salted popcorn chocolate. Like it tastes like freshly popped popcorn with chocolate on top. I feel like a kid in a candy shop. Okay, well, we're gonna go with our host to get pasta from the grocery store. Just 2, please. That's so idyllic here. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Another day, another footpath. My sheep friends.
I share it with him. Obviously this is say the vegetable garden, but
So Brandon made literally a plant-based steak. He grilled this outside with mashed potatoes, and this really does. I mean, this looks just like steak. It's crazy. This day was slightly less eventful, but still so enriching. We got to explore the Marlborough village, which was absolutely gorgeous, and this cafe was nestled inside an old Catholic church. We ended up sitting by the sweetest couple with the cutest dog and drummed up a wonderful conversation all about living in the Cotswolds and what their experience has been like. She even followed me on Instagram and messaged me some recommendations, which I thought was just so cute. We did a little shopping, had such amazing food at this restaurant called Dan's at the Crown, and then headed home for a cozy night of watching Harry Potter once again.
We're riding the train today! Woo! Choo-choo.
stopped for tea and coffee before we go to the Roman baths, which there's like a billion people over there, but it's okay. Look at this guy. Sri Lankan food, and it looks really good. This mango curry, so good.
Today we're going to a spa like little treatment place. We're not getting any like massages or facials or anything. We're just using the facilities for 3 hours, and then they're giving us like a $35 voucher, I think per person, for lunch. $150 or pounds total for both of us to go, which I think is a pretty good deal, because the other places I was looking at, it was like $400 something for both people to go. So yeah. Then we're just gonna like relax and hang out. Last night we watched a bit of Harry Potter. Let's go. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited to use the hot tub. Spending a day at the retreat at Lacock Park was one of the top highlights of our trip. When we visit, this is the first thing we're doing. It was so cost effective in that you get so much for your money. Our entire lunch ended up being completely covered with the initial bill that we paid, and the food was some of the best that we had on the trip. There's not a single thing I would have changed about this experience. It was so amazing. I felt so refreshed coming back to the Airbnb. Honestly, I could so easily see somebody getting engaged here or getting married here, taking engagement photos here or wedding photos. It's just one of the most beautiful locations.
They said it might translator already away. I thought, be prepared in case it gets cool. They said
There's a cat in here. Literally a cat inside the church. Hi, baby. Oh, goodness. Do you like the communion crackers? There's cars like driving this way, so you have to like watch out to not get freaking hit, but it's so cool. We're just trying to like prep and plan for like the flight and everything, and it's just like really stressful, so not loving that, but trying to enjoy this beautiful morning. We have like one thing we want to go out and do at the town that's like 10 minutes away in Marlborough. Yeah, I'm just making like a quick chickpea breakfast. This is probably the last time I'm gonna be able to like sit down and like talk and like update about things, so I'll just say now, we've literally had the most amazing time here. It's been like a dream come true, and for real, and like I would love to live here, and we're talking about that, and it's very hard, especially with like owning my own business and all that, so we're just trying to figure out how to do that, but seriously, if you've ever thought of coming here, I just highly recommend it. It's so nice. Everybody is so sweet, and we're just loving just the way of life here, and like it feels like almost like home, but like better. Like Ohio, like 10.0. It's just been like a lot to think about, and I have a little bit of travel anxiety, I think, going back home because traveling here was so hard. But this time, Brandon won't have to drive on the way back home, which is nice. We'll just get an Uber. We have to wake up at 3 a.m. to be leaving here by 4 a.m. / 3:30 a.m. and get to the airport, drop off the rental car, and then get to the airport is a 2-hour drive, 2.5-hour drive. So that's gonna be a whole thing, like in the dark. Our first flight to Germany, which literally goes the opposite way, and then go to Newark, and then go to Cleveland. So it's gonna be a long, another 2 days. Of course, nothing is set in stone yet, and we would have a lot of logistics to figure out if this was going to happen. But after this trip, I mean, we left just being like, we have to move here. Like, this is incredible. We love it here. We couldn't imagine being anywhere else and being as happy as we are here. Of course, we're on vacation, but we just felt this sense of belonging and just so many signs pointing us to being in this place. I don't know if this is actually gonna happen for us. It would be so expensive to move here initially, and just so much, like, it would be completely life-changing and altering in every way, but it's really something we've considered. So if you see us moving to England, then you'll know why. Okay, so I just finished signing the card. Wrote them a little thank you for hosting us. And it's this like non-profit company who hand makes these cards by women in the Philippines, and it's like pressed flowers. It's so pretty. So yes, I'm going to give this to the host and set up a little thank you for being such great hosts. Packing everything up, and we're just having dinner. We're thinking about going to feed the horses and the sheep, possibly with the produce that we have left over. We've never been as sad coming home from a place. It's been hard to assimilate back to being in America, honestly. It's not anything like what we experienced there, so we are truly sad to be home, but also just appreciating our time with our cats and in our little apartment. So I appreciate you guys so much watching these videos and just enjoying and being a part of this adventure with us. It was incredible. We can't wait to go back, and I really truly hope that you and your family will take a trip to the Cotswolds, unwind, and remember what life is all about. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.